All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Just like that. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, keep it up. New Mike 52, Mike 52. I got it.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And going. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. Throwing on first down is Murray. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. To throw is Murray. He's going to sling this deep down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Johnson running right. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Check nickel. Check. Go. What? Go.
On play action, they'll throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
A gain of 17 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
2nd and 9 now. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2nd and 15. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Bud Dupree racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 43. Switch. Screen.
Looking to throw. The open man is Smith. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, 87 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Murray now to throw. It's complete to Grant. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Murray now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He is going to find Hill here. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's get it.
At the Titans' 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, cross.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now this time, Murray to throw it. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Grant. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Murray now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's easy. It's coming again.
Second down, 6.
Watch it.
21-yard line.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Corey Davis, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Tight end right. 4 down. Hey, watch 9. 36.
Now back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for the Titans.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, he'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A final shot before half from Murray. And that will be incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we had to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now this time he'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They go to Johnson again. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, 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 kill.
They go back to Grant. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third. Here's Murray. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They will run with Grant. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This is Grant. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Jim. Hey, Mike 52.
On first down, Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Back to throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now Murray, and this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. He's got his tight end, it's Fells. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Murray now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man, the tight end fails. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker T.J. Watt there on the coverage.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Back. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. Back to throw it, Murray. And this is caught by Fowles, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
To throw is Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On third down, Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
You got three down.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Texans, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Dave.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like